Hello everyone, this is the COMICA XLR lavalier microphone. This is a complete unboxing and full review. So I just got this and just take a look at it. This is what's supposed to be inside. And this is model CVM V02. So let's open it up and then we'll get into some of the specs and we'll have full examples of the audio from this after the talk. Alright, so let's check it out, see what it comes with. Alright, so out of the box, and what do we have here? Put that to the side. Here is the microphone itself. Let's take it out. It's very nice. It's a nice clip that we got on here. Let's take a look. Feels pretty sturdy. Made out of metal. Nice construction. Feels pretty good. Let's take it out of the plastic part. Here we go. And this is the XLR part right here. So as you can see, it's a three-pin XLR right there. You connect it to your professional recorder. So if you have a XLR recorder, you'll be able to connect it right to that. So let's open it up and see how far this wire goes. Let's take this out of here. And as you can see, there's quite a bit of length to it. You take it out. So it looks like I will give it a good 4 feet. I'm gonna have to extend it out and see exactly how long it is, and I'll let you know what the length is actually. So what we have here is lavalier microphone with XLR 3-pins connectors, which I already showed you. It's low distortion, wide dynamic range, flat frequency response for broadcast quality, support for 48 phantom power, metal mic for super shielding, CNC process technology for accurate design, 1.8 soft silicone wire, comfortable touch and feeling. I tell you, it does feel pretty comfortable. The clip feels pretty sturdy. It's very nice. Let's see what else comes in the package. Let's put this to the side. So here we go. This is the, I believe it's called a cat, but if I'm mistaken, please let me know in the comments. And also let me know if you have this microphone, if you have used it. I'll be happy to hear. So there's the, so this is if you're in high wind situations, you put this on the microphone to cut out the high wind or any other high sound frequencies. You can dent it with it. So this is very nice. Sometimes these mics don't come with this, so this is very cool to see. Alright, let's take a look at the mic itself. Take this part off so we can actually see the microphone itself. Looks like it's not glued on there, so it should be able to come right off. Yep, it comes right off. Let me turn this around. Okay, so let's take a look here. So that's the microphone itself. Alright, and then if you wanted to add this to it in order to block out the sound, let me open this up real quick, take a look. It's not coming loose too fast, so let me see how. Open it up a little bit, and when we should be able to fit it right in. All right, guys, let's put it in there. See what it looks like. Let's close this back up. So that's what it looks like with the dead cat, as it's called, on the mic itself. Okay, so it clips It'll clip to your shirt or your wherever you want whoever you're interviewing, or if it's yourself, you put this on your shirt or wherever it's more convenient that it's out of the scene for your recording purposes. All right, so that's all that it comes with. Let me take this part out. So okay, stay tuned. We're gonna do some sound testing here, and we're gonna compare this with another mic that I have, and we're gonna have some audio examples right after the talk. The COMICA CVM V020. All right, I'm excited to try this out, guys, and let's go right to the samples. This is an audio test for the COMICA lavalier microphone. It is clipped to my shirt by my neck, and it's being recorded into the Tascam in stereo. 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. This is without the foam. COMICA lavalier mic. 1, 2, 3. This is audio test number 2 for the COMICA lavalier microphone. It is clipped to my shirt by my neck, and it's being recorded into the Tascam DR05. Testing 1, 2, 3. Audio recording level on the Tascam is set at 30, and the microphone is now being powered, and it was also being powered in test number 1 with the 2 preeb for the power with all the levels set to 0. This is audio test COMICA with the foam on it. This is the foam cover on it. Audio test 1, 2, 3. Audio test COMICA lavalier mic into Tascam 1, 2, 3. This is audio test number 3. This time with the dead cat that is provided by COMICA. This is the COMICA lavalier microphone with the dead cat attached. Audio test 1, 2, 3. This is going into the Tascam, and it's being powered by 2 PreSonus for the power with all the levels set at 0. This is the COMICA lavalier microphone with the dead cat attached. 1, 2, 3. Audio test 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is an outside test for the COMICA lavalier mic. The manufacturer recommends that you do not record outside, but in case you do, this is what it would sound like. Audio test 1, 2, 3. This is audio test number 2 outside. The manufacturer recommends that you do not record outside, but if you were going to record outdoors, I'm standing about 5 feet away from the camera, recording into the COMICA lavalier mic and with the dead cat attached. Test number 2, audio 1, 2, 3. Okay guys, this is a demonstration what it would look like if you were clipping it to your shirt without the foam covering. This is exactly what it will look like. And by the way, the length of this cord is exactly 5.5 feet, for those of you who are wondering. Now this is an example of the mic with the original cover on there, with the foam, the black foam on the mic, and this is what it will look like. Now this is an example of what it will look like with the dead cat on the mic itself. Now obviously you probably wouldn't want it in your scene, so you want to probably bring it down lower where it's off scene. Okay, final results of the COMICA lavalier mic. I think it's a wonderful mic. It works really, really well. It's very sturdy. I love the clip. I'm recording this audio with it right now, so you get to hear the quality. Now all my previous tests, it was all the raw audio, so there was no equalization or anything else added to it. So what you hear is exactly what you're getting from the mic. Recommended not to be used outside because it's an omnidirectional microphone, although I did. So if you want to use it outside, you can see those tests. Now the only thing that I think that can be improved is the length of the cord. It's only about 5.5 feet, so I think the cord could be longer. The second thing I would say is maybe add an adapter to this package so you can connect it to a regular camera, say like a little mini stereo adapter, because this is XLR, so you get 3-pin connector, and I think for professionals it works great and you're going to get that crisp audio and it's awesome. But I think for regular people that just have basic cameras or their phones even, an adapter will go really well. Although in 2019 they are going to come out with different versions of this, so stay tuned. So you might get a different connector for it. All right, so that's the last word. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this review. Tell me what you think, and I'll also add the product link to this awesome microphone. Thanks again for checking this out, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Hey guys, and welcome back to another one. Now today we are going to talk a little bit about audio, microphones, and also audio interfaces. In this particular case, a set of two. There are endless options on the market, so today we are going to focus on these two. And for those of you that are interested in audio videos, which is what we are doing right now, I will come up in a near future with a few comparisons of everything that I've used so far in terms of audio, microphones, etc., so that we can, at the end of the day, make a better decision. Now, more important than anything that I will say on this video is that everything that you will hear since the beginning of the video till the end is coming from the microphone that I've got right over here and through this audio interface. So I will talk a little bit about the microphone, starting to say that it's a COMICA microphone model V20. It is an XLR microphone, which is this kind of connection, 3 pins. I will show you on screen for those of you that are not aware. It is made of a metal alloy, so it's a strong connector. It is, of course, a lapel microphone or lavalier microphone, as you guys can see on my shirt right over here. It also comes with a dead cat, so that we can use if we go to the outside and there's wind and so on and so forth, so that it cuts that wind. This microphone in particular requires 48 volts of phantom power, which most microphones with an XLR connection do. It has an omnidirectional pattern which captures noise from all sides, and this model in particular has 1.8 meters of cable. There is also another same microphone with a longer cable of roughly 4 meters, and depending on the usage that we will give to this microphone, we will want a shorter cable like this one I've got right over here, or a longer one if you are doing some movements and if you have your connection further away. Now, moving a little bit to the audio interface, as you guys are watching right over here, but I'll show you a few better images on screen. This is an interface connected to my computer with only one cable. It is a USB cable, so we don't need any other cables to power this unit. It has 2 inputs that will accept XLR microphones like the COMICA V20 that we are using right now, or we can use microphones or other instruments with a 1/4-inch jack connector. Now, it's capable of delivering 48 volts of phantom power, which we are using right now to power the microphone that is recording the audio. And this is something also that most audio interfaces have, so it's no surprise that this one has as well. Now, taking a look at the front panel, as I said, it has these 2 inputs right over here that we can use for microphones or instruments. Besides those 2, we also find input gain control for each audio source, a microphone or instrument option for each input, which is the button that we can press right over there, and it will change the frequency. And then we also have a pad button that will control the audio input, especially if it is too strong, and then we will get a better control over it. Then it has a signal LED, which just means that we are getting signal from our audio source. And if you guys look right now, when I shut up, the little signal will go out, and when I speak, the signal will go blinking, which means that the voice is coming. Now, it also has another light on top, which is the clip light. As you guys can see, if I talk too loud over there, which I will not do here, but it will send me that red signal stating that I'm clipping. Now, we also find the direct monitor, which will give us a no latency connection to the audio that we are recording, so I can hear exactly what I'm recording. There is also a output knob that will set the volume level of the 2 outputs that we will find on the back of this interface, and it also has the headphones control knob that will control the volume of the headphone jack at the front, as you guys can see right over there. And finally, there are also two LEDs at the front. One will let us know that the unit is on, it's powered on, and the other LED will show us if we have phantom power delivery active, which, as you can see right over here, we have at this moment, because if we don't have, the microphone simply won't work. And going to the conclusion, guys, what I can say is that, first of all, as I stated in the beginning, the most important is that you have the chance to hear this microphone working with this Behringer audio interface, so that at the end of the day you can decide if this is a setup for you that pleases you or not. And the other most important factor that I find on this video is that this is, as far as I've used in terms of audio setups, this is a really balanced in terms of price to performance. Now, the microphones with XLR are not very cheap, at least not as cheap as these cheaper microphones, but I do believe that this setup right over here is very well balanced between price to performance or price to audio quality, especially for this kind of video right over here. And guys, this is it. Hopefully this video was helpful in some way, and if it was, don't forget that usual thumbs up. My name is Roberto George, and as always, I'll see you guys on the next one.
And it figures that the battery is low, so let me go change out the batteries and get this in. I think I can actually connect a USB to a power bank. We'll see how that goes. All right, let's see how this works. So I've got a power bank, I've got the micro USB, and let's see how this guy works without having to actually change out the battery. That was almost concerning. I thought I might have forgot to put a SD card inside the recorder. This is a really big clip, so it's not going to go anywhere, this for sure. It's not to be discreet either, it's kind of big. Let's turn this on. I'm going to go ahead and hit record. Alright, so this is the testing part. I have swapped over to the audio onto the lav mic that is connected to my Tascam DR40. This has the ability to connect all kinds of connections, including an XLR cable, RCA, 1/4 inch. It's just a really cool recorder, being able to record with all those different kind of inputs. So that's really cool. I use it for a DJ board for weddings and things like that, so that way I can capture audio from microphones, from handheld microphones, anything like that. If a officiant is mic'd up by the DJ board, I can connect all that kind of stuff. It's a great way to connect to a DJ board because you're able to just get everything in this nice clean audio. So that's what I like to use this Tascam for. I'll leave a link down below in the description of exactly what I'm looking up here. I gotta go to my orders and figure it out. It's got a crazy long name to it too. That's why I can remember it. But it's the COMICA CVM V020 XLR lavalier microphone. It's got 48 volts of phantom power lapel omnidirectional microphone for all kinds of cameras. So you can connect this to a camcorder or a video camera of some sort that has that XLR connection. That's going to be the key. You have to have the XLR connection. So if you need an XLR connection with a lav mic, this is what you want to get. And what I want you to do as well is leave a comment down below of what you think the audio quality is like. Mind that this Tascam DR40 It's got a lot of settings to it. You've got to do a lot of tweaking in order to get it to be the perfect sound. So I kind of went through a quick process and got it to where I'm looking down at it now, the levels and stuff, to see if I'm peaking out or not. It's got a little arrow that'll tell me whether I'm peaking or not, and I've got it just under that, so it should be good. I'm not going to know what it sounds like until I get into post, and I've done a video with this before and I was pretty pleased with the results. Now with this Tascam, if you're going to use it like this, I had to connect it to power source, use the phantom power in order to use this mic. That's the one caveat to this, and you're going to need some power connection to it in order for this to work with this kind of setup. Now, if you got it connected to a camera, you get those different power settings on that as well. That's pretty much it. That's all I'm going to cover with this video. It's a cool way to connect to whatever kind of recording source that you need to use it for. Again, let me know down in the comments what you think the audio quality is like. It's going to be a mix between the variety of quality between the recorder and also the microphone. Leave that link down below in the description if you want to get this for yourself. If you're interested, hit that link. Thanks guys for watching, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any videos like this, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.
Hi everyone, my name's Kalani, and this is an unboxing and demonstration of the COMICA XLR lavalier microphone. Here's the box, some specs on the back, and let's take a look inside. So you get some instructions, looks like a registration card. In the package, you get a very puffy windscreen. Wow, look at that guy. You get the windscreen, that is some windscreen. You get, of course, the microphone with the traditional soft foam screen, and this is the connection unit where you would connect the XLR cord, your standard mic cable. So let's hook it up and see how it sounds. All right, so I'm now wearing the COMICA lavalier microphone, and I'm also wearing another microphone, as you may have noticed, and that's for reference. And that other mic I'll tell you about in a second. So you can get an idea of what this microphone sounds like in the traditional location. Of course, you can place this microphone in other locations. Sometimes people put them under the clothing. You can even hold on to them and speak into them like a mini microphone. But this is the traditional location, so here's what this sounds like. Now we'll A/B this with the other mic that I'm wearing, which is another name brand microphone, a very well-established brand. I'm not going to tell you what brand it is. Suffice to say that it is a higher priced microphone, and it's an older mic. I've had it for a while. The COMICA is brand new, but here's the audio from the higher priced name brand lavalier, and now here is an audio sample from the COMICA XLR lavalier mic. And we're back to the higher priced, more established name brand mic. So a few features that I've noticed about this microphone from a physical perspective is that the spring is very strong. The build seems to be very solid. I like that the cord is flexible, and the cord is actually quite long. So the cord is longer than the other mic I have, which, as I said, is from a name brand, a little more expensive mic. This one, the cord is long enough so I can run it down and away from me before I even need to use the XLR cord. It comes with two screens, the foam screen and the very puffy sort of, quote, dead cat screen. The cable is soft, but it feels substantial. The build quality seems to be very good. I'll include some more close-up shots so you can see more of the physical features. This is an example of the microphone without and with the various windscreens. But I hope this gives you a good idea of the sound quality of the COMICA XLR lavalier microphone. Thanks for watching.
The COMICA CVM02 is a low-cost omnidirectional microphone. Being XLR, it does require 48-volt phantom power, and of course it can be connected to professional equipment. But does this mean it is a professional mic? Let's take a look. The body of the mic is small, smaller than a Shure SM93 or Sony ECM44. It has a metal body and non-removable microphone cord. It does not have an integrated belt clip like the Shure mic does. But the actual mic capsule itself is larger than the Shure SM93 and roughly similar to the Sony ECM44. The mic clip is somewhat integrated, meaning it can be removed. I can slide it back on the cable, but I wasn't able to completely remove it as the clip won't clear the upper part of the mic capsule. It comes with both a foam windscreen and a dead cat. The dead cat is pretty big, but it does work well, and it has an integrated slip tie to hold it in place when in use. Now the big question is this: how does it sound? Well, you can judge it for yourself. I recorded this review with the COMICA CVM02 plugged straight into my Tascam recorder. And as a comparison, I will read the same sentence with the following mics to the same Tascam recorder through a Sound Devices mixer at about -6 dB, with no editing other than an output limiter set to -1 dB to raise them all to the same level. All were recorded in the same space with no change to the environment. Here are the mics in this comparison: the COMICA CVM02, the Shure SM93, the Sony ECM44, and a Voice Technologies VT500 connected to Electrosonics wireless body pack and receiver. They are all similar and reasonable cost lav mics, except the Voice Technologies mic, which isn't expensive by itself, but the Electrosonics pack and receiver are quite expensive by comparison. But I thought this would be an interesting comparison to the COMICA mic. This is the COMICA mic. It is a lav mic designed for professional audio recording, and this is how it sounds. This is the Shure mic. It is a lav mic designed for professional audio recording, and this is how it sounds. This is the Sony mic. It is a lav mic designed for professional audio recording, and this is how it sounds. This is the Voice Technologies mic. It is a lav mic designed for professional audio recording, and this is how it sounds. Now you tell me, what did you think? Personally, I think this is a great option for those on a tight budget. In fact, this entire review, except for the comparison parts, was recorded using the COMICA CVM02. It is a decent mic at a great price. Now, is it as technically good as the competition? Maybe, maybe not. But honestly, will you really notice that on YouTube or the internet? So, if you have a camera or audio recorder that has XLR inputs and you need a budget-friendly mic, the COMICA CVM02 is a great option. I am comfortable saying I can recommend this mic. But again, what did you think? Which mic sounds best to you? Tell me in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe.
Bueno, sí, bendiciones. Gracias por estar con nosotros probando el micrófono COMICA. Probamos a ver cómo está el sonido de la guitarra. Si no hubiera sido por tu amor. Conectamos este micrófono para ver cómo interactúan los dos. Tumbamos el COMICA, que está acá, ¿verdad? Y dejamos solamente este. Recoge un poquito menos de ruido, obviamente. Un poquito más de ruido porque te recoge ambientalmente. Pero sí tenemos buena
This is a test of the COMICA CVM V020 XLR lavalier microphone.
It's got the XLR connection, the clip, and the mic, and it's a pretty good mic. I'm happy with it.